Good morning and good afternoon to everyone joining us for this webinar today on the Site Conference Preview. And we're so excited that you're here. If you're a member, great. We're glad you're here. If you're a guest, we hope that you will consider ways that you can get involved in Site by becoming a member. So whether it's by joining as a member or if you're already a member, finding a way to grow more with Site by getting involved. Site has unlimited benefits of membership, and as you can see on the screen, we'd love to get you connected today. Site's a great place to network with people in similar roles as yours. Professional networking has a way to become a great tool when you least expect it. The relationships you sow today may yield success in the future. So visit insurancetrainers.org and learn more about Site and get involved. I was just thinking about my first conference, 1998, Boca Raton, and I met so many people there, including Cindy Davidson, but also Sandra Cipriani, and it was really fun because Sandra came out to Phoenix recently and we got together, and it is so true about developing a relationship with Site. They last your professional career, they really do. So having said that, I'm very excited to introduce to you the VP of Conference who's heading up the team this year, for our San Antonio conference, Heather Robertson. Welcome, Heather.
Thank you so much, Sandy. As Sandy said, I'm Heather Robertson, the VP Annual Conference, and we are so glad you joined us today to learn a little bit more about Site's annual conference coming up. We do have representatives from my team on the call today. You'll hear from Cindy Davidson, who's the conference committee chair, Jill Joyner, also a conference committee chair, and Sandy Masters, who you just heard from, who's a past president and the webinar coordinator. We also have George and Sherry on the line as well, so they'll be able to answer questions as we move throughout this presentation. So a little bit more about Site. Sandy talked to you a little bit more about the benefits, but there's so many wonderful things about our organization. Just as a friendly reminder for members or new folks on the line, we are committed to sharing knowledge and resources through collaboration with the insurance industry, while providing continuous learning and professional development, supporting training and education as a process to achieve business results, and promoting professionalism and integrity. So we're here today to talk about the 2017 annual conference. It's one of our largest events each year for our organization, In San Antonio, we'll be discussing solutions to challenges and sharing best practices and tips to help with personal growth and your industry growth. Join us as we walk you through all the exciting details of our upcoming annual conference. During registration at conferences where it all begins. Registration is held on Saturday prior to all of the activities. Participants visit the registration desk during the designated hours to pick up your registration packet. Your package will include a name tag, which is your admission ticket to all events, and a special thanks to ICAR for sponsoring our name tags this year. During registration, you'll also receive pertinent information, lots of handouts and paper information, and then you'll also receive a portfolio this year sponsored by the institutes. So in previous years we always got a bag to carry all of our stuff in, and I think we've all received enough bags to fill a classroom, so we moved to portfolios this year. So again, thank you to the institutes for those donations. Our conference after registration kicks off with TTT. It actually starts online prior to the session, and then the in-classroom portion is held in San Antonio prior to the conference. We call TTT as Train the Trainer. It's a Site exclusive program, and we've partnered with the institutes to implement this program. TTT is efficient. Our virtual component is a self-paced online program which provides you with the knowledge you need and allows you to control your access to it when it's convenient for you. Then that live component piece in San Antonio is a day-and-a-half workshop designed to interact with peers and instructors, practice your skills, and get valuable feedback. TTT is real-world focused. As you work through the online material, you'll create a training module to present at the live workshop there in San Antonio to demonstrate your mastery of the content and receive valuable feedback. TTT helps sharpen your skills. Again, the live 1.5-day session completes your learning. In addition to presenting your learning content, you also participate in breakout activities, which helps enrich your classroom management and presentation skills. We have wonderful keynote speakers lined up for this year. We have 2 amazing keynote speakers. Kicking off the conference this year is Lou Russell with her session on Project Charter in 45 minutes or less. In this keynote, you'll discover the secret to project velocity, the project charter. Stop creating the project schedule before you know why the project's happening and its ROI. Using a case study, participants at the conference will explore the usage of the project charter while each attendee builds one. Then our closing keynote speaker, who is sponsored by State Farm this year, is Jan McGinnis, who will help conference participants find the funny in change. This is one of Jan's most popular keynotes because she combines her hilarious comedy with practical tips on dealing with change through using humor. Jan will show us how to diffuse tension instantly, kick off tough conversations, facilitate communications, all by using humor that you yourself can do. Her sessions customized for sight and the insurance industry, and we guarantee Jan will have our participants walking away laughing and learning as they discover the steps they can take to conquer and even embrace change. Our concurrent session and learning labs, we have 5 blocks of concurrent sessions. So each one of those blocks, there'll be 3 sessions that you can choose for on a topic that's relevant to you and your role. So we'll have a total of 15 concurrent sessions to choose from, and then we'll also have 1 block of learning labs, which will allow you to choose one of our 3 learning lab options. Whether you're interested in program management, new technologies, working with SMEs, or creating scenario-based learning, we definitely have you covered this year with our concurrent sessions and learning labs. Spend time in the exhibit hall meeting a wide variety of vendors to find new resources and tools to help your organization. This year, some of our exhibitors are ICAR, Specialty Insurance Services, American Modern Insurance Group, Hague Education, Singer Consulting Group, the National Alliance of Insurance Education and Research, American Educational Institute, QStream, Helms Briscoe, the Institutes, Polestar, and those are just a few of our exhibitors for this year. We have exciting opportunities if you are a first-time attendee to our conference, and I'm going to turn the presentation over to Jill Joyner, who's going to talk a little bit about our first-time attendees.
Thank you, Heather. Good morning, everyone. My name is Jill Joyner, and I am located in Austin, Texas. So I'm about an hour or so away from San Antonio. So I'm super excited about having the conference in my own backyard this year. San Antonio is a great city, and if you have never been there before, I can guarantee that you're going to be amazed, especially with the location of the hotel on the Riverwalk. I'm going to talk just briefly about the first-time attendee breakfast. I am the chair for the first-time attendee committee, and one of the things we do is we sponsor a breakfast every year that helps our attendees, there for the first time, feel welcome. And I can tell you this personally, that I attended the conference in Colorado a couple of years ago, and the breakfast was what really got me sold on the organization of SITE as a whole. I did not know a whole lot about the organization, but I felt so welcomed just by attending the breakfast and then learning and meeting people, finding out about the conference that I knew the next year that I was going to have to volunteer, which is what I did last year. I volunteered for the first-time attendee breakfast committee, and then this year I'm chairing it with help from other SITE members. So the breakfast is just a quick and informal orientation to the conference so that you can be familiar with what's going to happen throughout the conference. You'll have a chance to meet new colleagues. You'll learn more about SITE, the organization. So the breakfast pretty much is kind of getting you acclimated to all the activities and opportunities that are available inside the conference and outside the conference. So you'll, as Heather mentioned earlier, have a chance to meet some colleagues and some friends. And I know that I stay in touch with a bunch of them that I've met over past conferences. The picture that you see on the screen is a picture of our last year's first-time attendee group. And if you notice, they're all smiling. So that's a good thing. I guess we had a good breakfast. But anyway, I just wanted to point out that you will be hearing, if you are a first-time attendee, you will be hearing from me soon to kind of give you some more information about the conference. And I just have to say it, I'm really excited about the conference this year, and I can't wait to meet you. And now I will pass it on to Sherry Moore, who is the Regional Vice President of the Southern Region. She'll be highlighting some great networking opportunities.
And I believe we're going to have Cindy Davidson talk about the pre-networking, as Sherry needs to save her voice. So Cindy, take it away.
I think Sherry's been teaching all week, right? And,
Yeah.
and has a terrible cold. So I'm happy to jump in. Sherry and I are actually co-chairing networking committee this year. I think, Sandra, you did such a nice job of introducing SITE and highlighting the importance of the networking relationships that we make through this amazing organization. So thanks for doing that. And I'm here to reinforce that. I've been coming to SITE since even before Sandra. I think I know, before 98. So I think my first meeting was in Baltimore in 97, I think.
Okay.
So yeah, so I predate you. How about that? But we have some amazing networking opportunities, and I would really encourage you, especially if you're a first-time attendee, to try to sign up for as many of the networking events as you possibly can. Most of them are free. There's a couple that there's a small charge just to cover our costs, but you can't put a price on the relationships and the friends and just the memories you make doing all the networking activities with us. So the very first pre-networking event, it would be Saturday night, the 19th, I think, of June, and we will be having a wonderful fiesta buffet at the historic Menger Hotel, which is also haunted. So in case anybody that makes that more of a selling point. So we're having a lovely buffet at the Menger Hotel, followed by a private behind-the-scenes tour of the Alamo. So really hope that everyone will be able to join us for that. You can register for that. There is an additional fee, and you can register for that on the SITE website when you do your registration.
And Cindy, I do want to mention it is the 17th. Yeah. It's Saturday the 17th, not the 19th, because it's a very important, because you want to get your flight. My flight from Phoenix to San Antonio is 2 hours, and I think I land at like 3:20, so I'm going to be scurrying. What time do you have to be ready to board the bus to do that Saturday night event?
Well, we're walking over. It's super close. So cool. Yeah, and I think it starts at 5. I got like multiple documents open here. Excellent. So please hold while I look that up.
Yeah, I always know that I have to plan my flight to make sure that I don't miss the bus. So it's nice to know no bus and
good point.
Walk over there.
No bus. So we're meeting in the hotel lobby at 5:30 to walk over.
Excellent. Yeah. Very good.
Any questions on the Menger or the Alamo? It's great. It's going to be a great night.
I think we're okay. Yeah.
We're going to be.
Thank you. All right, let's move on. More networking. Look at all this fun stuff.
So here's the sort of fun stuff and free stuff, I mean. So on Sunday morning is the fun run / walk. You know, please understand that walking is totally fine. It's not a race, or we're not going to time you. There's actually no prizes, and you don't get to add it to your 5K list. We just go out there and have a great time. This is going to be around Hemisphere Park, which is beautiful. We're going to do it super early so that we're not melting too bad. I know, and we try to finish up in time to make it to the first timers breakfast. So it is super early, but totally worth doing. Also on Sunday night, there will be a group of us walking over to see the Saga, which is an outdoor film and art experience at the San Fernando Cathedral. The shows are at 9 o'clock, 9:30, and 10. It's a very short walk from the hotel, so we will have volunteers from the networking committee meeting in the lobby about 15 minutes before every showtime. So we will be there 8:45, 9:15, and 9:45 to walk as a group over to watch the saga. It's about 20 minutes long, and don't miss it. I mean, I think they only do it on Sunday night and Tuesday night. There's very intermittent showings, so we thought Sunday would be a great night for us to all do it together. So please try to join us for that. It's super interesting. My favorite is the Rise and Shine Yoga. We'll be doing that on Monday morning. That is going to be outdoors at La Villita Plaza. We actually will have music as well as a lovely private outdoor space with a yoga instructor. So even if you've never done yoga before, this will be a super friendly, super easy place to enjoy a morning stretch together even if it's your first time.
What if we don't have a yoga mat?
Those will be provided. You don't have
cool.
to bring anything.
Oh, right.
You just need to bring clothes that are comfortable. So we'll have bottled water and yoga mats and everything provided by the yoga instructors. So we'll be all set up for you. And then very popular Monday night, I think it's Tuesday nights. Wait, when's the Dutch Dine Around?
Monday night usually?
It switched.
Yeah. Oh, it did? It switched?
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Okay.
Are you right? Yes. The Dutch
Yes,
Dine Around is a site
Monday
tradition. Night. So we will have all these, when you get to conference, you don't even have to think about it before conference. When you get to conference and you get to registration table, we will put out binders. There's a binder for each restaurant. We find, I don't know, 6 or 7 wonderful local restaurants. And so if you all go to conferences and you don't have anybody to go to dinner with, and there's always one night that you're kind of at loose ends. So we've put this together, gosh, I think we've been doing this 15 years. So you get to sign up and join a bunch of strangers or soon-to-be super close friends to go out to dinner together. And it's Dutch, so you get to just pay for your own ticket. And that's what the networking committee does, is find restaurants who are willing to let a table of 15 have separate checks. So it works out, and it's super fun, totally worth doing. Are we still moving on to more networking? There we go. The closing night reception, Tuesday night, that is when we get to eat. We maybe have a couple adult beverages. There's music, there's dancing, and as much fun as you can stand. So I think that was last year. Sherry, I see us with our state fair banners on. So we did a little state fair theme last year in Minneapolis, and this year it will be a fiesta theme, since we'll be in lovely San Antonio. And on the last morning, hopefully you can stay through. There is an additional fee for the risk management tours, but we will be visiting both the Tower of the Americas, which is in the middle of Hemisphere Park. That's walkable from the hotel. And we will be getting a behind-the-scenes risk management tour and trip up to the observation deck. So that will be amazing and fun. And I think we're allowed to have like 30 or 40 people on that. We're not full yet, so feel free to sign up. And then we will also be doing a river tour, also walkable from the hotel. We'll take a little riverboat run through the city, and it will be partly historic information and partly information about the behind-the-scenes operation of the San Antonio Riverwalk project. So we did this one, I don't know, last time we were in San Antonio, which Sandra was like 2002, and it was really great. It was a super interesting trip through the Riverwalk. So hopefully you can make a pick between either the Tower of the Americas or the River Tour and join us on Wednesday.
I'm doing the tower. I'm excited. I'm doing it all. Thank you so much, Cindy.
Very cool. Of course.
And I'm also doing the tower, so I'm excited as well. This is Heather again, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about, I mentioned at the registration desk that you get a little bit of paper information. We are trying to reduce the amount of paper that we do use because, printing the schedule and packets for everybody. That's just a lot of paper and a lot of information, and if something changes, it's easier to do it in the Guidebook app. So Guidebook is an app that you can download on your smartphone, and once you have the app on your phone, you'll be given a passcode that you can use to download our 2017 Site Annual Conference session. I'm saying it's an app, but the Guidebook itself is an app. Once you download that, all the information is right there in your hand. So it's pretty cool because you'll have your schedule right there. You can read all about the sessions that are coming up, all those 15 concurrent sessions. Read the description of each one just in case you're like me and read it, when you register for the conference, and by the time the conference comes, you want to freshen up a little bit and see which one you want to attend, so everything's right there in your hand. You can also read the bios on the speakers of each sessions and our keynote speakers. You can take a peek at the exhibitors that are present and also connect to their websites. There's maps in the hotel, so maybe you're leaving one of our general sessions after a keynote session and you're not sure exactly where the room is for your concurrent session. There's maps right there that will guide you right to where you need to be. You can also connect, it's kind of like a social media aspect of it. You can connect with other attendees and maybe send direct messages. Maybe you're going to have a private breakout group, or maybe go to dinner one night. You can do it and send notifications through this app as well. And then there's also a way to upload pictures that you take. So if you're in a concurrent session and something fun happens, or sometimes I know last year I attended an improv session. There's lots of fun things going on there, so you can upload pictures from your phone right there into this app and share them with other conference participants, which also helps our marketing committee. They can pull those pictures and share those out with folks that maybe aren't at the conference. So lots of fun things in the app. And then the other thing that we use it for is our surveys after each session. Instead of, again, using a paper form, we'll be using the survey. So you just open up the app right there once the session is over and completed, and you can fill out the survey form. And then we're able to see immediately the results from those feedback forms, and we're able to make our next conference even better and improve and see what we did well, and just use that feedback instantly right there in the app. So again, this is the Guidebook app, and if you're coming to conference, you'll be receiving an email all about how to download it and more information on how to get it. But you'll want to make sure you have that, and so that you can stay up to date and you won't have to carry a bunch of papers around. And so just in summary, we talked about a lot of stuff today, but just want to talk about the top 5 reasons to attend our annual conference this year. Of course, the first one is we have top-notch sessions. We talked about all those relationships that you're building. Not only do you have those throughout life, but you are able to learn through those relationships. You got that peer-to-peer learning. I talked about our Train the Trainer program, TTT. Definitely something that you want to check out, and that's a pre-course for our Insurance Training Professional designation, our ITP designation. So you definitely want to check out those. Those are both on the website. Our amazing vendors, I mentioned a couple that we will have in the exhibit hall. You'll definitely want to come and go through the exhibit hall and learn about all the new resources and tools to help at your organization. And then just touching on those lasting relationships that you have. We've all talked about them in our portions today, but if you have a challenge at work that maybe you're kind of hit a brick wall, you always can reach out to site folks to help you through something and share best practices and help you work through challenges and personal growth and mentorships. Those all develop at the site conference. So there's our top 5 reasons to attend. And you'll definitely want to go out there and register if you haven't done that yet, and you can do that on our website, insurancetrainers.org. You're going to click on the tab that says Education and Events as shown on the screen, scroll down to that annual conference selection there, and all the information can be found there. And if you are a member, while you're out there on the website looking at all this great information we talked about, make sure that you do click on your profile and just double check it and make sure that everything's up to date, you know, your email address, your region that you're in, just so we can stay in touch with you and get you the information needed to help make your membership even stronger. Site can also be found on social media. We're on Facebook as well. You can search us by looking for Site or Society of Insurance Trainers and Educator. And then we also have a LinkedIn private group that you can, if you're on LinkedIn, you can request to join. And again, you can search Site or Society of Insurance Trainers and Educators. And those are other great ways to stay informed with all that's happening with Site as well. So lots of information given to you today. So what questions do you have? Sandy will again tell you how to unmute yourself or put it in the chat box there, but we can take questions.
Yeah, so you can raise your hand to be unmuted if you'd like, or if you prefer just to type into the question box, which is found in the control panel. If you're not seeing the question box, you might see a little orange arrow on the right-hand side that would open up the control panel, and then you kind of scroll down, you'll see a question box there. So Dan is asking, are we able to review the exhibitor list?
Absolutely. So a lot of the exhibitors are on our website currently. We're still compiling those and still having several sign up, but you can click, as I just said, on the website where you go to register, the annual conference tab under education and events. There's actually an exhibitor link on our conference page that you can click on and read about all of our exhibitors, and there's organization bios there listed as well.
And what's really interesting, what makes Site so different with respect to our solution providers, we kind of prefer to call them solution providers. They are so much a part of our conference, and they present sessions, they network, they are really, they're members of Site. So it's not like a lot of conference where you go and the exhibitors are kind of like off to the side. We really include and encourage our exhibitors to join in, attend sessions, and really get to know the members and what their challenges and what their needs are. And I think it's just a great partnership that we have, more so than any other conference that I've been to or experienced. So what other questions do you have? I'm excited to look at that guidebook. I'm hoping they'll send out my passcode. I already have guidebook installed on my phone as an app, and it's asking for a passphrase. So I'm like, oh, I got to get that passphrase. So any other questions? And you're welcome to raise your hand too. We have a few more people here. And if you are listening to this recording and you have questions, is there someone that they can contact directly? Should they just go to the website? What do you think, Heather?
Well, they can contact me at any time, Heather Robertson. My email address is on the actual website. If they click on the board of directors, they're welcome to send any questions to me. We have a generic inbox also on our website that if you can't find my email address or forget who to contact, you can always use that generic contact us on our website at any time, and we'll make sure and get your question answered.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much, Heather, to you and your team, to Cindy and to Jill and everyone else who joined us today. We'll go ahead and end it for now. I'll stop the recording.